All right, I'm still connecting. My software takes a minute to connect to the actual.
That's fine. It's saying we are live. So give us a minute, everybody out there. We're going to give everybody a minute to try to get in here to find us. I'm checking to see if we're live. There we go.
There I go.
We are live on mine. Let's refresh this one.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It takes mine a minute. I don't know why. Mine's slower.
Yeah, mine does too. But hey, everybody, we are here, and I am here with Faeriannas Vlogs.
Hi.
She is my daughter, and we are going to do a most likely to tag today. So, I'm going to just give me a minute to get started. I got that one, and let me restart. This is being broadcast simultaneously between my channel and her channel. So no matter what channel you go to, you will see the tag up. So if you are visiting our channel, either one, let us know you're here. And we will get the tag started in just a minute. And let me do this real quick. I'm just going to try to do a few things. Did you share this out on Facebook?
Yep, and Twitter. And I'm direct messaging it to people.
Okay. I don't have to work today, y'all. I am off. My boss gave me a day off with pay. I don't have to take vacation time or sick time or anything else. He gave every employee a day off with pay, but he staggered them on different days so that there'd be some kind of staff. We are still working at home. This is the end of week 9 from working at home, I believe. I do, I still am taking a couple phone calls or stuff if they come in, but this is the end of week 9 from working at home, going into week 10, which I'm kind of enjoying it. I have Marie Duffy in the house, and she's saying, hi, everyone from Belfast, Northern Ireland.
Oh, hi.
And I'm going to put this up here so I can keep up with my chat. But wow, I don't think I've ever had anybody from Ireland in the chat before. How awesome is that? And
That's
I'm going to write down your name so I can remember to go check out your channel. Do you do videos? Marie Duffy. We have Duffys in our family.
Yep. We have Irish in our family, too. You trace it far enough back, which I did the DNA test.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cool. So don't forget to give the videos a thumbs up. If you are in either one of our chats, make sure you let us know you're here and enjoy these most likely to things. So what we're going to do is I've got some most likely to's written down, like who's most likely to do something. And we have to point, if I think she is, I'm going to point over to her. And if she thinks I'm more likely to do it than her, she's going to point to me. If we think we're the most likely ones, we'll point to ourselves. But we'll see if we all think the same. And we're just going to have fun with this because we have started to do live streams on Friday afternoons because I am working from home and I get an hour break. So, well, I'm off today, but this is our thing. You have anything to say there, Faeriannas Vlogs?
If you're in chat, come and say hi, leave thumbs up, check out each other's channels. And with the trying to figure out who would do what, if you want to leave a comment on your guess as to who would be most likely, let us know. And if you would be most likely in your family, I guess, let us know.
Okay, she's saying she only has 3 videos on her channel. She hasn't done any due to being very busy. I can totally understand that.
Makes sense.
I work during the day, and I some days have very long days, like 12-hour days, but I still try to make videos on the weekends so that I can post videos, set them up to stagger them and post them during the week. It's a hard job. YouTube is a job. So, I mean, I enjoy it because I enjoy interacting with the people out there, but it does take a lot of time up. So, I totally understand that. All right, are we ready?
I think so. If you are on my stream, can you let me know? Just make sure all my sound is correct. I don't want one person louder than the other. I turn my desktop audio up.
Okay, that's
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
And it says you have 3 people watching, but I don't see anybody commenting. So they need
Yeah, nobody comments yet.
to comment on, let us know that you're here. And it says I have 4 people watching. So y'all comment and let me know that you're here. And let's start this tag because this are most likely to. I don't know if it's called a tag. Okay. So number 1, you ready?
Uh-oh.
Most likely to live alone on an island.
What?
I think me.
Me.
You need people. You need interaction. And
No, I don't like people.
I think you have Iron Fire Horse on your chat.
Hey, Iron.
Is that you? That's yours, right?
No, that's yours. But
Oh.
Iron tends to pull both of them up at the same time because she's awesome.
All right. Welcome, Iron Fire Horse. Now, who would you think if it was Alicia or myself, Faeriannas Vlogs? Who would you think would be most likely to live on an island? Now, I love my islands, and I go visit my islands, and I think it's me. I think it's me. I think she would go crazy living alone on an island. She would need interaction. So
I think I would make a tree house and ignore the rest of the world.
all right. She's saying she's starting her other phone, so she'll go to your channel and watch your channel.
See, I knew it.
All right. Well, that one didn't go well. We both think we could live on a desert island. Well, maybe we could live on each side and we could visit each other sometimes in the middle.
That works.
All right. Most likely to get kicked out of a movie theater.
Probably me.
Let's see something making you mad and you would like cause a scene.
I've walked out of theaters before. I've also caused a ruckus in a theater. There was one movie, it was so bad. I was talking through it and making fun of it. I had the whole audience laughing because I was so annoyed with the movie itself. Everybody was more entertained watching me. And then I walked out about halfway through and demanded my money back.
But then you get that one person that's watching the movie going, "Shut up down there." Shut up. You would turn around and, sass back at them, and then they'd come and pull you out of the theater. So
I'm not nice in a movie theater.
I could actually see you doing that. So, next, who is most likely to write a book?
I've already started writing book actually, and I hadn't finished. I'm like 6 chapters in, and I just kind of gave up on it. But yeah,
I think I would have a story to tell, but I think I would most likely do it via video, and I may do that sometime, is start going through my childhood, very sketchy memories, and maybe sharing some of that, sharing a little bit more of who I am.
I think that's where journaling through your life should come in, so that you have a reference to whether or not you knew if a memory was something that you had made up or, whatever. You would have the journal there from at that time. I unfortunately threw out all of my journals, and I kind of regret that. So I greatly encourage, if you keep a journal and you've kept a journal since you were little or middle school or whatever, do not throw those away for any reason whatsoever. If somebody wants to tell the story of your life or get to know you, when you pass or whenever, keep those.
Right. She's always journaled. I've never known her not to journal. Matter of fact, at Christmas time, I'll buy her blank journals so that she has journals to do.
Which is why I vlog too, because this is like video journaling for me. This is like what I've done today kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's why I like mine too, is if anything ever happens to me, my kids and grandkids can go back and watch the videos, and hopefully they'll still be there, and YouTube will never take them down. But, you know, the memories are going to be there for them. I don't save my videos, and I don't know if that's good or bad, but I don't know any
I don't have the space
to save them. Yeah, I don't have any idea how I would do that. So
Iron Fire says she burned one of her journals. Biggest regret.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that.
I had dozens.
I've never really journaled. I got a journal when I was in high school, and I never really used it. I didn't understand journaling and what it was about. So I never really got into journaling at all. So, but if anybody was to write a book, I think Alicia's more a writer than I am. I'm more visual. So my memories would be via like an internet, like YouTube or something like that. So if you guys want to answer any of these questions, if any of them apply to you, and share your thoughts in the chat, we're welcome to share those with everybody else too. So just feel free to write them down.
Iron said it was a pile of journals. Goodness. Wow. Yeah, I just threw mine out like in the trash. I had them stacked up in my closet. I remember in high school, and I went through this whole like manic phase of just getting rid of stuff that made me upset. And I sat there and I would read through maybe a couple pages, and in the trash it went.
Okay, who is most likely to...
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen. Who's most likely to lie to the police?
That ain't my name. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't live here.
I think.
What do you mean Virginia's on my license plate? I don't live in Virginia. That's not mine.
Lie to the police. I have a couple stories about avoiding the police, so to speak. One was my mom, and she told us this, that when she was younger, that she was being followed by the police because she broke some kind of road thing. I don't know if it was going through a red light or, you know, speeding or whatever. And she pulled into some place, and the police passed her by. Like, she shut off her lights and pulled in somewhere, and she got away with it. I'm going to say this because my mom doesn't watch my YouTube videos anymore on the internet, and I won't get in trouble. But when I was a teenager, my girlfriend and I went down to a neighboring town, and there were two guys there with motorcycles.
I'm changing my answer.
And we got on the motorcycle. I was a bad child. We got on their motorcycles.
You married a guy whose nickname was Stony. Come on now.
We got on the motorcycles, each of us, and we ended up, the police were chasing us. Like,
hey, Patty.
We ducked into the beach road and cut off our lights, and we actually got away, where they never caught us. And I think we were speeding too. So
yeah, change my answer.
All right. And you want another bad story?
Sure.
All right. So when I was in the military,
IMT,
a bunch of us Marines. That's how the story. So when we were in the Marines,
and she voted me most likely to lie to the cops, and she's over here telling stories of actual dealings with the cops and running from the cops and stuff that she's done. I've had no interaction with the police other than to report people. I'm such a goody two shoes.
Okay, but I'm grown and I've learned from this. Okay. So anyway.
Have you really?
A bunch of us Marines got together, and I'm going to blame the guys for this because there weren't as many women Marines as guys. So, and I hung out with the guys, and, you know, we would drink a little bit. I don't drink that much anymore, but we would drink a little bit. And so a bunch of us drunks got in my car, and I had a big car at the time, right? So we were driving around the officers' housing and stealing the lawn ornaments off their yards and throwing them in the trunk.
Been there.
And anyway, so I will tell you, I never stole anything. I didn't steal the lawn ornaments. I just drove the getaway car. Okay. We didn't get caught by the police, but we did take all of the ornaments and put them out in front of our barracks so that they could get them back if they wanted to. We just did it as a prank. It was not like we wanted them for anything. It was just a prank. And we did get chased down the street by one of the officers, but luckily they didn't get my license plate number and I didn't end up in the brig because it was kind of a stupid prank and we all were drunk.
Disciplinary kicked out.
Oops. So that's my dealings with police.
I've never had dealings with police.
I haven't.
I've called police on people. Remember when my car got stolen by that one kid? I called the police on him and they got my car back and oh goodness.
Who is MT? You have MT?
Yeah, MT.
Okay, I have Pat. She's here. She's doing stitching. Iron Fire Horse is laughing.
She said must be genetic.
I don't know. I thought it was a good no. I know that I was rebellious. When I joined the Marine Corps, I was rebellious because I had a very strict upbringing and it was past strict, and I'll get into that someday maybe. But when I found freedom, I just kind of went overboard with the freedom because I was totally raised not in a loving house. So absolutely on more stories. All right, we'll come up to some more stories here.
Probably.
Okay. So you have no okay, well then that one's mine.
Yeah, that's on you. I changed my answer. That's on you.
It's always the guy's fault. I agree with you. Yeah, see, the guys influenced me badly. I loved my friends in the Marine Corps. They really were like big brothers to me. And you know, when you hang out with Big Brother, things can go wrong. So I could tell some Marine Corps stories. I had some crazy stories in the Marine Corps. Accessory 2. She drove the getaway car. That's the truth. Okay, who is most likely to become a private investigator?
I will dig up anything on anybody. You better believe it in a heartbeat.
Yep,
I can find stuff that you think is hidden.
Yeah.
I'm good at it.
She's very good at it. And I don't know why she doesn't do it because she's very good at it.
You have to actually you have to like pass an exam or something so that you know the laws or whatever. It's kind of like a lawyer sort of thing. You have to know the law in order to be private eye. So you have to be licensed. And I'm not about to I don't like taking tests.
You're very good in school. I don't know why you wouldn't want to take tests.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I could be a private investigator easily.
Very easily. Yeah, I agree.
And that's what's caused a lot of problems with me and other people. If I don't get along with somebody, I will dig up dirt on them and then I will just like throw it out there like, yeah, don't mess with me. I'm done with you, you know, but that tends to backfire on me and that's caused a lot of issues in the past. But I mean, me and a friend of mine, Fupa, we've had a long conversation about it. And I'm just like, it's just a habit now, like, because I've had to do it against my ex-husband. Like now it's just like I save information in case I need it later on down the line. Like I'm trying to get out of that habit, but
no,
you know,
it's a good habit to get into because, you know, if somebody comes back on you, I keep records of stuff going a long way back so that, you know, you just never know when you need information.
Oh, I have emails from like past employers that harassed me and like I've had emails for decades.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm with you there, but you're better at the private eye part of it. Because if I need her to find something, like if I need something found, I will call her and say, "Can you try to find information on whatever?" And she usually does.
Yep.
Who is more likely to get a stalker? Somebody stalking them.
Because they don't like that I can find stuff on them. Iron Fire says, I would like to be good at that. I always wondered why a stalker is allowed to hire a private investigator to stalk you. Because it's legal, and honestly laugh at them because they have to pay thousands of dollars to hire a private investigator. I've hired one once. It was $2,000. Wasn't worth my money either because he sucked at it. I was like, I found all this other information that you didn't find. Like, that's pretty bad when you out private investigated a private investigator.
Yeah. But with stalkers, like, I don't let people get to me, and I kind of just, I had somebody one time say, "I'm going to come to your house and beat your ass." And I said, "Okay, come on.
Bring it.
Bring it on.
I got a shotgun and
you think I'm afraid? I'm not going to act like I'm afraid. I'm not going to,
In Virginia, I don't have to warn you, and then it's not premeditated. I could just shoot you on my property.
in your house, not on the
property. Oh, I'll drag you inside.
Handy person to have around, Val.
Very.
Yeah, she is. She really is.
I can find it. Could be a product that she can't seem to find online. She'll be like, she'll describe it. It's this, this, and this. And I'll be like, oh, picture. That? Like, how did you find that?
Yeah, I know that. And plus she has more time to research stuff than I do anyway, because I stay busy. So if I really need something to research, I'll just throw it to her and she'll get it for me.
Iron says, my ex had one on me, but I didn't do anything wrong, so it was a waste of time and money. Good, let them waste their time and money.
Right.
And then get frustrated they got no results. Ha ha.
Right.
Ha on
them. Who is most likely to live in the wilderness? I think me. I'm kind of spoiled now that I'm not like, I don't mind camping and that kind of thing. I can build a fire.
I hate camping.
I can do that stuff, but I'm spoiled where I need a bathroom and a shower. Now,
if you can create that.
Yeah, if there was like a freshwater place to take a shower, or, if you created your own, I guess if you had to live in the wilderness for a long period of time, then you could create those kind of things with rainwater or whatever you needed to. But I definitely think I could live in the wilderness. I might bring botflies home with me. Again. But I think I could. I think that it would be fun, actually, to try to do a survival thing. Not that I would want to do it for a lifetime, but, I think it would be fun.
I'm not afraid of Sasha, Patty.
She's got an attack dog.
I'll just throw her toy around. She'll bark at me and run off.
Yeah, give her a bone. Karen said she's most likely to live in the wilderness.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm. And Iron saying she'd love to live in the wilderness beside a river. I think that would be awesome. If you had a source of food there, like fish and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not so fond of wild game animals. I don't really like the taste of meat on like deer and stuff like that. So I don't know about all of that. But I could grow my own vegetables, I think. I could fish. I would definitely eat fish. So, and no one, who's saying you can't go shopping in the store? It didn't say you couldn't go to the store and buy stuff.
That's not the wilderness. Where is the wilderness around here, huh?
I don't know. I can find it in your backyard, way back there.
Probably. I do have like
10 million. Irene's saying she'd love to live her days out there. All right, next. Who's more likely to lock themselves out of the house?
I've done it, and Michael's had to climb through the window to unlock the door to get the keys so that we could go in the car. So, because I just absentmindedly just shut the door half the time and just keep going. I've done it more than once, more than 10 times, more than 20.
When you were 2 or something, our mailbox was like on the front of the house. Like the mailman walking up the street had to come to the house, put the mail in, and then walk down the street. I went out to get the mail one day, and you crawled up because you were on the living room floor playing, and you crawled and shut the door behind me, and it locked. I mean, it was locked. So I'm sitting there. I could see you through the window at 2 years old, and I'm starting to panic because I'm home alone. A young mom. I was 20 years old when I had Alicia. So I'm like panicked. There was a church next door to us. I went over to the church because there was a car there. The pastor was there. He actually broke into my house for me. It was like, oh, go, pastor. So he's like, I can see her. She's just playing like nothing's happening, but I can't get in there. So he found a way to get in the house. So
I remember that house too. I really liked that house. It was cozy, and we had the railroad tracks on one side and the church on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, never trust the pastor. I remember lightning hitting the steeple on that church one time, and it caught on fire, and we called the fire department. They came and knocked the steeple off the church before the church burned down. But I remember that happening at that church.
Karen says I locked myself out of my delivery truck 5 days in a row.
That's nice. And everything, I was going to say, I'd get beef from the farmer down the road.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. You could raise your own animals, chickens and stuff. Never thought about that. That's a great idea. I remember I had applied for a job driving truck somewhere, like a local delivery driver when I was young and when she was like a baby. And the day I went to go to the interview, I had locked the keys in the van. And so I called them and I said, I'm going to be late for the interview. I locked my keys in my car. And they're like, well, never mind then, because I was applying for a job as a delivery person. They were thinking I'm ditzy at this time. So, yeah, not so good. But I do in my car. I've locked my keys in my car before and had to get like AAA to come and open the door for me. And I got Papa Lock one time to open the door twice. And then finally I made an extra key, and now I carry an extra key around my neck when I'm driving, so I don't leave my keys in my car. So, but I think we both do that, but I'm a little bit now, I have preventative methods now, so I don't do it. So.
And I absentmindedly go about my day half the time. So I will walk out of the house and lock the door automatically behind me, because you just turn the lock and then close the door, and my keys will be sitting right there.
Yeah. So I haven't done that in a while. So hopefully I won't. Let's see. Next question. Who's most likely to cry at a sad movie?
Interesting.
I never used to, but as I'm getting older, I'm getting more weepy, which is weird because I'm just never been a weepy person. And but now
menopause. I'm just
damn hormones. But yeah, I tend to be weepy sometimes now. If somebody starts crying around me, I'll start crying. It's like, what the hell am I crying about? So yeah, I don't know. I do now. I never used to. Did you do? Cry
all the time.
When Bambi's mommy died.
Bambi's mom was to be expected. It was Simba's dad that really bothered me.
See, I didn't watch that movie.
Epic death. his brother flings him into the gourd kind of thing, and he gets trampled by the wild buffalo.
Oh no!
Oh,
I'll have to watch it so I can cry. The people one are worse, like a child or a parent dies or something like that. You're watching those Hallmark movies or something.
Mhm.
I carry 2 sets, one in my pocket on my body and one that I use. That makes good sense. I do now. I never used to. Who's most likely to fight in public?
In public? Oh, I'll brawl. I don't care. Arthritis, bad back, I'll brawl.
In my younger days, I would knock you out before you even had time to explain. But I'm older and much calmer now and trying to, live a Christian life. So I don't know that I would fight in public anymore. I would probably
tell them off and walk away.
Let it go. And if
Not me.
Totally stupid, I would tell them off. But if it's just something minor, I would just walk away and just say, ignorance, ignorant. I'm not going to get in an argument. It's the same with people on your channel. If somebody comes on my channel and writes something stupid, I'll just delete it. I'm not going to get in an argument with them. It's just not worth it. Chef Oral Young.
Chef!
What's up? Who's most likely to arrive late for an important event?
Oh, that's a hard one. I usually try to leave early.
I'm picking you because I never would arrive late to an important event. I would be there an hour early.
Yeah, I'm usually 30 minutes early. So I guess it would be me because I would just be 30 minutes early and you would be an hour early.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would make sure I would be there trying to help them get set up,
Yeah.
What can I do to help you?
I was always taught in business classes and stuff, you always show up 15 minutes early, even if it's a doctor's appointment. You never know if you have to fill out paperwork, if you have to re-show information or anything like that. You never know what could go wrong if there's traffic, which really irritates me because some people, my ex will show up like on the dot. He's like takes time literally for some reason. And I'm just like, no, show up early. That way you have that extra time or that cushion where there's going to be traffic or there might be a flat tire or kids are upset and they don't want to put their shoes on. You never know what's going to happen. And then you're sitting there, one or the other side is sitting there waiting on the other, kind of thing. So I always, earliest is best.
Right. Because I wouldn't want to miss something. If it was like a concert or something, I hate coming into movies late or late or any of that stuff. I want to be there. I want to have time to get a good seat and relax. And, even if you're going to like something at the Coliseum or something, you might want to grab a snack before you sit down, find your seat or whatever. What kills me is the people who get that early and sit down, and as soon as the show starts, they want to get up and go get something. It's like, and then you have to stand up because they have to walk in front of you. It's like, been sitting here for half an hour. Why'd you wait till the show started to decide you need to leave your seat?
Yeah. Pick one or the other, early or not.
It drives me nuts. So, Karen's saying John is more likely. That's her husband. John is more likely to
be late.
To be late.
Oh yeah.
All right, you ready? Next question is, who is most likely to fart in public?
Do not go grocery shopping with this woman. Ever.
Hey, it happens sometimes.
She will randomly be like, this aisle smells funny. I'll be like, that's because of you, and I'm not walking behind you.
Steve. No, it could be Steve. Usually Steve. All right. I just wanted to lighten up the mood here. Who's most likely to lose their phone? Yeah, yeah, the screen's backwards. Yeah, I think she would. Yeah.
I could be holding it and looking for my phone. Like that's how
Mhm.
absent-minded I get.
I do the same thing though. I can be looking for my glasses and they're on my face, you know. Oh, well, duh. I've done that before where I was talking on my phone and I'm walking around and I'm just like, I can't find my phone. And I'm
Have you ever gotten so irritated that you couldn't find something and it was like right there and you're just so pissed off that you don't know how to think straight and that just makes it 10 times worse and somebody is there watching you going,
I remember when I was younger though, when I was like in my 20s, I would just ask you and you could find stuff in a minute. You'd be able to go and find stuff. And I would say, she always knows where stuff is. Just ask her.
Gavin can too. Iron says I don't fart. This doesn't apply to me. You a lie?
Don't be telling me you don't do it. It's just who's more sneakier than the others.
Buddy is bad about it. You cannot ride in the car with Buddy. He will smile and he will roll up the windows and lock them. And you're like, the heck is he doing? And he's just smiling, driving. He's hotboxing you. He's a jerk.
Well, when he was younger, he used to roll down the windows and just randomly roll down the windows. And I say, Buddy.
Now he thinks it's funny and he wants to hotbox you in it.
Yeah.
Iron goes, every day I can't find stuff in front of me. Stupid state.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I think we both lose stuff, but I think she's worse than I am.
Yeah.
She's saying, I don't, Val. Really, I don't. Haha.
I'm so convinced.
Yeah. And when the family gets together, it's just a little fest. All right. Oh, we did that one. Who's most likely to spend the whole day in bed? I could never spend the whole day in bed unless I was sick.
Give me Netflix and I'm good to go. I don't need to get out of bed.
I would be like sitting in bed going crazy thinking, I have so much to do. I need to get up. I need to get stuff done. I would not be able to relax. The only time I've ever stayed in bed was if I was so sick that I couldn't get out of bed. That's the only time I would stay in bed. If it's just a little cold, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do what needs to be done around house. But yeah, you do it all the time. So
yeah, I do it. Like I said, just give me Netflix and I'm good. I could lay in bed all day. I'll just get up to go to the bathroom and get some food. Check on the kids every now. Well, they come and check on me. Like, shoot, they're teenagers now. They're just like, are you still alive in here? Teenage?
Yeah, really. Is she alive?
You spent 13 years doing this to us. We're gonna do it to you now.
Get up. I need something. Oh, and Irene's saying she's got to be really sick too. Yeah, I'm not staying in bed. I wouldn't be able to move. My muscles would be all locked up.
Karen says I stay in bed. What, the 2 or 3? Oh, I can't read it off your screen.
The 3 or 4 hours I sleep, and that's it.
You only sleep 3 or 4 hours?
You need to sleep like 8 hours. Women need like 8 hours of sleep.
I sleep 10 if I'm lucky, but I'm up like multiple times at night.
Huh. Says her kids never saw her sleep until they were teenagers. First time they did, they thought I was dead. True story. So freaked out. No, moms don't sleep.
No, we don't.
Moms ain't got time for all that sleeping stuff.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, she's saying she's the same. She sleeps a couple hours a night. I need 8 hours sleep. So, all right. Which one of us is most likely to forget a loved one's birthday? I don't really forget people's birthdays because I write them down in my calendar, so it's hard for me to forget them. I may forget to send a card or pick a card up at the grocery store to
I mean,
send something.
I know Michael's and I know the kids. I don't know my own dad's birthday. I don't know cousins. I don't know aunts and uncles. Facebook will remind me every now and then, but I don't know.
I don't remember your dad's.
I have no clue.
August, September? I don't remember. I know Steve's. I know the grandkids. I don't know Adeline's. Hers is in July, like the beginning of July. I don't think I would forget it. I know all my siblings and my parents' birthdays and Steve's mom's birthday because it's the same day as my dad's.
I know Buddy's birthday because that's how I know there's 31 days in July.
Right.
That's the only way I remember it. Just like how I remember the high school my phone number that I had in high school, because that was the year the Civil War was declared. So I have to relate a date to something in order to remember it. But I don't know any of my other like step siblings or anything. I don't know any of their birthdays.
Yeah. I would have to write it down. Okay, so the next question is who's most likely to be the most organized?
Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, yeah, that's a tough one. Because I remember there was a couple jobs where I came in and I noticed that they needed some severe reorganizing and they thought they were doing great. And when I reorganized everything, they were like, oh my God, this is so much easier. I'm like, either.
I have to be organized. I wouldn't be able to function if I wasn't organized. I am a list maker. I make I make lists of stuff I need to put on my list.
See, I do all that too, but then I get in my phases of there's just stuff everywhere and piled up, and like I get my moments where I just can't stay organized no matter what I do.
Right. I mean, we all kind of have those. There's moments I say, I don't care if I'm organized. I'm just going to wing it for a couple days or whatever.
Yeah.
And I said one time we were going somewhere, Steve and I were going somewhere, and I said, he's like, well, what do you got planned? And I said, I'm just going to go with the flow. And he said, did you really say that? You go with the flow. You have to have everything organized.
Am I hallucinating?
Are you sick? So yeah, I have to be organized. Which one of us would be the most indecisive about a simple decision? I don't know. I can't make a decision. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? Huh?
Yeah, I hate that. That isn't daily in this house. What do you want for dinner? Oh, I'll get back to you later. I was like, well, think about it. It's dinner time now. I have nothing pulled. I'm just like, so what do you want for dinner?
That's because they expect us to make that decision.
Why do I got to figure it out every day? It's been how many years? 16 years now I've been figuring out every meal for 16 years. Why is that on me?
Because you're cooking it.
Not anymore.
Oh, I think I don't know. I think we're both equal on that one.
You see how indecisive we are about a simple question?
About being indecisive? I guess both of us.
Chef goes the irony. Oh, it runs thick.
All right. We're just not going to decide an answer on that one.
I choose Michael. He's over there on the bed with his twisted ankle.
Oh, poor baby. Who is the most likely to make up an excuse to get out of a commitment?
Oh, yeah. I love canceled last-minute plans.
I would feel guilty. I think I would feel guilty. I'd be like, oh, I told him I was coming. I got to go. Well, why you want to go? Oh, well, because I told him I was coming. You know, it's like, I'll just go for a little while.
I'd rather take their anger and lack of friendship afterwards than be forced to socialize when I don't want to socialize. I have my moods. I could commit to something and then like 2 days later, I'm just like, it's too much effort.
Well, I feel that way sometimes, but I still have to do it.
Nope.
Because I've committed to it and I've made plans that include somebody else and I don't want to mess up their plans.
Iron Fire says, I call it a tie. Then Chef goes, tell Papa Bear I said hi. Michael, Chef says hi. He calls him Papa Bear.
Oh. All right, then. Who's the most likely to forget people's names?
Really? I have to put a face to it.
But I can't even remember your name half the time. I call you everything else.
True. But I could meet somebody and talk to them for like months and still not know their name.
I can too.
And I'm too afraid to ask. Have you ever been like too afraid to ask somebody what their name is and they think that they know you so well? And what, yeah. I feel so bad. Like it's embarrassing. But I have the worst memory.
I have people come in the office that I know them. And when they leave, I have to say, who was that? Saying, oh, yeah. You know, it's like.
I'm a face person, not a name person. That's why when I drive, give me landmarks, not road names.
And my thing is, I even took a class. I bought a book on how to remember names, and it didn't do any good for me. It didn't. I learned nothing from it.
I can't do it. Yeah.
I couldn't even remember the name of the book.
Karen says me.
It must be a trait in our family.
Chef goes, I remember everyone's first and last name since 3rd grade. If I know your first and last name, I remember it for life. Wow. See, I am so envious of people that are like, I remember my 2nd grade teacher and da-da-da-da. The only thing I remember from my childhood is like bits and pieces of problems. Like, I think it's more of an emotional response memory. And like 2 things from 4th grade. That's it. I don't know my teacher's names, nothing. But the 2 things in 4th grade, one kid got his head bashed in with a lead pipe at the playground, and they took him to the emergency room because the kids were playing around. They thought it was a toy or whatever. They were in 4th grade. And it had fallen off of like a piece of something, and one kid was swinging around and hit another kid in the head really bad. It wasn't intentional. And the other thing was these twins that I knew. I know one of them was Nathan. I think the other was like Matthew or something, but I know that one was Nathan. One was good at one subject, the other was good at another. So they would switch off and double up on the classes until the teachers finally caught on that they were doing that so that they didn't have to take the class they didn't want to take. And then they got an office referral for it.
Pretty smart, though.
It was clever, but everybody knew about it until the teachers caught on.
All right. So who's the most likely to fall asleep at the movies?
Probably me, because I have really bad behavior in the theaters. But like, this is boring.
Yeah, I've never fallen asleep in the movies. I don't really even fall asleep watching TV.
Iron says, I used to be like that, Chef. Now I have dementia. Hopefully not, though. Chef goes, I guess I can go back to 2nd grade, laughing face. I'm friends with my 3rd grade graft teacher on Facebook. I'm friends with a middle school friend on Facebook. That's about it. I remembered her.
Yeah, it wouldn't be me. I wouldn't fall asleep at the movies. I have no falling asleep at the movies memories at all.
I would have to be tired beforehand.
Steve has fallen asleep at the movies before, but he was, like working working and going to school at night, and he was exhausted, and I had gotten movie tickets from work or something, and we went out to the movies, and he fell asleep doing it. It was like Mission Impossible or something. So way back, that's been a long time back.
Chef says, and still friends with my kindergarten teacher. She mailed some of my artwork last year to Dubai. Iron goes, a lot of my teachers are dead. Oh,
I don't remember mine, so
I don't. I know some of my high school teachers, but I mean that was only 20 years ago. That's not like childhood brain.
right. All right. So next question: who's most likely to be the drama queen? I don't like drama. I ain't got no time for drama.
Challenge accepted.
All right. Who's most likely to embarrass themselves in public?
I don't know if me getting all the votes is a good thing or like how messed up is she? Oh my God. She has issues. No, I have a very short temper and very little tolerance. I have no filter.
But the thing is, I used to be like that, and I didn't either. And I didn't care what came out of my mouth and if it offended anybody or not. And I would say stuff as a joke, and people would like be taking me serious.
Yep.
And I remember one time when I was younger, like in my 20s, working with somebody one time, and she just said, I don't like you. And I said, why? And she goes, well, you say mean things. And I said, I'm just joking with you. And she was like, she couldn't take a joke. She didn't know how to take me. So, and I never would like purposely want to hurt anybody, but that was my personality, and just
sense of humor.
Yeah, just like a really weird sense of humor.
Nobody likes my sense of humor. People my whole life have told me I'm very negative. And I spent like a year straight every day working on not being negative all the time. And I come to the conclusion I'm not negative. Apparently, I'm a cynical realist, I think. I see the other side of situations and I point it out, and it pisses people off.
Right. I don't like you, ha ha ha, snowflake. I don't care, buttercup. Put on your big girl panties.
Iron Fire says, I didn't say anything, LOL.
Okay. Who is most likely to appear on a reality show?
I would do it.
I think you would. I think I would.
I would do it, but I don't have anything like similar with people that are on reality shows, unfortunately, other than like the drama aspect. I would go off on somebody or point out issues or whatever, and be like basically the mama of everybody trying to therapy everyone. But I think everybody on reality shows, they're drinking, they're partying, like that's just not my scene. They're like 10 years younger acting than they should be.
Right. See, and I would do like Survivor if I didn't think that I would get hurt. But sometimes the games they play are really, really rough, and I don't know that I could do them. So, and then you look at like Fear Factor and stuff like that.
I couldn't do those.
No. I don't like, heights and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't want to eat bugs, So that kind of reality show.
No.
Irene's saying she could see both of us doing a reality show. It would depend on the reality show. I mean, I'm not a singer, so if I was going to go out and do like singing, or anything like that,
I'm more of a documentary person, kind of like the lockdown shows and stuff where they show your daily life. That's technically a reality show.
Oh, she says, how about Naked and Alone? Well, nobody would watch it if I was naked. So
I literally physically couldn't do it with my arthritis. I would have to have my medication in order to even pull off something like that.
Yeah, I don't mind the alone part or living in the wilderness or something like that. I would do a reality show along those lines, but I don't the naked part of it. I don't think I want people looking at me and filming me naked.
Chef goes Fear Factor Mother-Daughter Edition.
There you go. We could do that. Do a 100 Leagues Below the Sea or something. I would definitely do a scuba diving reality show or something like that if they had it.
I'm gonna make her sit in a chair with all of my snakes crawling all over her and see how well she does on that Fear Factor. See, I win already.
No, I mean, I wouldn't mind the snakes as long as I knew, like snakes in the wild, if I don't know if they're poisonous or not or venomous or not, I would have issues with that. But snakes that somebody hands me, I don't have an issue with that. I've handled snakes. I've handled alligators. I have a picture of me with a snake around my neck. I'll go through my photo albums sometime and show you all that stuff. But that kind of in a controlled atmosphere, my sister and I got in an area where there were alligators to feed them. And one came very close to us. And there is that little bit of fear factor. But I said, I can run faster than her. I'll just push her down and the alligator can have her. It's like kind of thing, you know.
What's that animal that throws its young at predators so it can get away? That's her.
You got to think the situation out before you go into it now. Go with somebody slower than you. Okay, bear, I'm out of here. Chef is saying, I have to show some love over here as well. Thank you, Chef. I can take a lot. I need a lot of loving.
Iron says, yeah, I couldn't now with my injuries, but it would definitely get in the way.
Yeah. Karen's saying she had the snake and I had the alligator. We posed for a picture. I had the snake around my neck and she was holding a baby alligator. But then she's the one that went in the pit with me to feed the alligators. And there was a guy in there with us in case one came too close. But we had to like kneel down to have our picture taken. So the alligators were like behind us. I still have that picture. It was pretty cool, but
I've only handled one alligator. It was as big as me almost. And that thing was so angry because I had to refill its water in its tub. It was one of my friends. She had a license to have exotic pets, like specific ones. And I was like, okay, I'll help you refill its tank or whatever, because she wanted to do that. And the thing, it was sitting there the entire time going, I'm like, yeah, no. You're a jerk.
Been a while. All right. Irene saying, ha ha ha, plan B, indeed. And then the chef is saying hi to Chef. All right. So who's most likely to live in a zoo? Don't be already.
Right.
She would probably, not that I wouldn't like it, but because I love animals but I don't have animals around me, but she does. So she would be more likely to.
I find animals fascinating. Like in Girl Scouts, when I was younger, we actually stayed overnight at a zoo. And we got to get up and feed the lions, like an ostrich leg, and so, which made me literally sick because the crunching sound and me having not eaten breakfast that morning. But yeah, we got to see everything behind the scenes kind of thing, and that fascinated me. But I couldn't be a zookeeper because you never know the behaviors of animals day to day and the stress of people coming and watching them and stuff like that.
Yeah, I have a friend that's a zookeeper. He works at the zoo.
Hi, Petals Corner.
Yeah, Petals here. Hi, darling. How are you? Staying safe? She's up in Canada. I watch her almost every day, I think. She has a lovely channel. She's an awesome lady.
Iron picked me as the zookeeper as well because I have my snakes and my pets.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been like that, though. Like, I go through these phases of, like, I'll hoard a bunch of animals. I'm going to say hoard because it does get abundant sometimes. And then I'll rehome them, or I'll rehab animals, or I'll take in what I think I can handle, and then I can't handle them, and I just find a better place for them, kind of thing. Like, I go through like phases of animals sometimes. And I don't know if it's a bipolar thing or just how I am, but I want experience with different kinds of animals so I can learn how to take care of them and what animals would work best for me, kind of thing. So when I'm much older and have my own house, like literally I own property or something, I know what I want to grow old with, kind of thing, if that makes any sense, you know?
Right.
Some people have dogs for 20 years, and I've never kept an animal for longer than 5 years, maybe at most, because it's just, I don't know. I haven't met an animal yet that I wanted to keep around. We've had one snake for 4 years now. That's the longest I've probably kept an animal.
See,
Unfortunately, well, Jasmine, my cat, in middle school and high school, how long did I have her?
a while.
A
Mhm.
while. I mean, that was probably the only other animal I've kept for a long time, because me and her, we had a good personality and whatever relationship, but me and other animals, it's hit or miss, really.
Yeah, that's one reason I don't have animals is because I've never had longevity with an animal, and I just right now we travel a lot, or yeah, not right now, but when the world is how it's supposed to be, we travel a lot and we like traveling and going on vacation, and I don't want to have to worry about an animal. Oh, let me tell you something about Petal. She,
Uh-oh.
she has two channels, okay? One of her channels is called Petal is Blessed. She has over 100,000 subscribers on her channel.
Whoa.
And she just started Petal's Corner. Petal is Blessed. She does crafts. She makes glamour crafts out of Dollar Tree stuff. It's
Oh, I do that.
And Petal's Corner is more getting into her life. She vlogs her life. She has a lung disease, and she goes into therapy for that, and she needs a lung transplant. And she talks about that in her other channel. So she's a genuine, beautiful, beautiful lady. And you guys need to check out her channel.
I'll have to do that.
Yeah, because she's lovely. She really is. She's a lovely lady. I've been watching her for a long time. I mean, she's one of the first people I think we've been watching each other for a long, long time, and she watches most of my videos. So,
Iron says, I've had 6 cats total as an adult. One died at 20. Wow. And one disappeared over a year ago. He was 16. The other ones are still there here.
wow. I'm just not an animal person. I mean, not that I don't like animals. I'm not to have them in my house and take care of them.
Yeah.
I barely have enough time for myself. It wouldn't be fair to an animal. I'm so busy. All right. Who is the most likely to laugh at a joke that they don't understand? Yeah, I think probably me, because I wouldn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You would be like, I don't even know what you're talking about, man.
Like, that sounds stupid. You're not funny.
Yeah. But I would try, especially if the kids were telling me a joke and it wasn't funny, I would probably still laugh anyway, because I just I wouldn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Petal saying, thank you so much, my dear. And yes, we've been friends for a long time. I wouldn't mind meeting her, but she's way up there in cold country, up in Canada. So actually have some really good friends. Irene's up in Canada too, Iron Fire Horse. Maybe need a trip to Canada.
The cats, the ones that she has left are 18, 9, 5, and 3. Oh, you got a baby one in there.
And if you don't see these comments, it's because we're streaming simultaneously on each other's channels. So people are commenting on her channel, which I can see because I have another laptop set up over here, and I'm watching her channel. I'm also watching my channel so that I can see the comments on both of the channels, just so you know why there's comments that you can't see on my channel. Who's most likely to dress better? Me.
I'm a bum. If I'm comfortable, that's what I wear, unless it's a good looking comfortable. I do not like getting dressed up. I never liked going to like Sunday school or church. I used to love wearing dresses when I was really little, but like as I grew older, the more irritated with like flower patterns and stuff I got. I can't.
Yeah, she would not wear pants as probably till you were like 9 or something. I could not get her out of dresses. She wanted to wear a dress every single day. And I let her because, and I would go to garage sales, yard sales, whatever, buy dresses because other girls wouldn't wear them and they were like brand new, and bring home all these pretty little dresses for her to wear because that's all she wanted to wear. But then she grew up and I don't know, she goes out in her pajamas and it's like, put clothes on.
Well, a lot of it stemmed from being bullied in school. And when you wear a dress, your arms are thin and they're hanging out, and they can see how skinny you are. But if you're wearing baggy clothes, they can't entirely make fun of you because they can't entirely see your body. And I was really skinny when I was little. And that's about when the bullying kind of started, was middle school.
Yeah. Well, that's when I was going through divorce and stuff, and you were a single mom, and we weren't in the best of places for middle school.
Yep.
Your middle school experience was not a good one.
It was horrible.
We moved to Richmond because I just needed more opportunity, and I didn't have it where I was at. I had no support. So, yeah, that stuff happens. So Iron's saying she's in Ontario and Petal is saying she's in Toronto. I'm in Barrie, so very close. We're almost neighbors.
Cool.
Cool. Who's most likely to be more adventurous? Definitely me. Growing up, I would do anything on a dare. You don't think I'll do it? Dare me, but you won't do that. Yeah, dare me. I did anything on a dare. That's kind of sort of how I ended up in the Marine Corps.
I'm running from the cops, but let's not remember that, shall we?
But somebody said, their cousin joined the Marine Corps. Do you want to join the Marine Corps with me? Oh, it'll be so cool. Oh, she's never going to do that. Oh, think I won't? Dare me. So it was like, so we joined the Marine Corps together, a girlfriend and I, and then like right out of boot camp, she got pregnant and got out of the Marine Corps, and I was by myself in there anyway. So it was like, oh, so much for you, So I don't even know where she is anymore. I've tried to locate her and can't find her. So I don't know what ever happened to her, the girl that I went into the Marine Corps with. I always took the dare. I did too, Irene. I always would take a dare. You can't stop me from doing something crazy. I'm just going to do it. And I still kind of am like that now, because Steve will say, don't do that. And I'll say, why? It's part of the adventure. Just take the adventure. I'm more adventurous than Steve is. He'll be saying, like, even that waterfall in that little lake in the jungle that we went to when we were doing our hiking. And I said, come on in, let's swim under the waterfall. And he goes, there's probably snakes back there. I said, no, there's no snakes back there. Just come and swim under there. It's the experience. No, I ain't going back there. And he's like, and I started swimming back to go to underneath the waterfall. And he's like, Belle. And I was like, no, I'm going. So yeah, I'm definitely adventurous. There's places where I draw the line and say, not my thing. I don't like roller coasters. I'm not going to get into something that goes straight down or drops, or, I don't want to get sick. So I know what my body limits are. So I will do what I want to do for adventure, but I'm not going to, if somebody says, I'll get in that roller coaster that's, like 2,000 feet up and drop. No, I'm not going to do that. Sorry. But yeah, definitely I'll do an adventure. I love adventure. Yeah, that was the guy's fault, remember? Yeah. The guy.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Yeah, Alicia. It was the guy's fault.
Yeah, Irene.
Who is most likely to make the best food? I guess that's I mean, these questions, I don't know. My food's good. My food's good. You make different food.
Yeah.
You're kind of like my sisters that'll make like green food, like take something and put food dye in it. You used to do that growing up, and I was like, I don't want to eat a green pancake. It doesn't even look good. I make comfort food, I think. I make comfort food.
Iron goes, yeah, and I don't fart. Ha ha.
No, we don't, do we? We're ladies. I never. I used to work at a country club. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about me. I used to live at a country club, and we were fixing a room up for something one time, and one of these ladies came in, and she's like walking around, and she sat on one of these chairs, and the air came out of the chair. It was like one of those cushiony chairs, and it sounded like, and she's like, oh, well, that wasn't me. I would never. It's like, I'm thinking, yeah, you would. Everybody does.
Be like, psh, please.
Do you think? I think you would. Crazy. But yeah, the food for me, the question of food could go either way. It depends on what you like. I mean, I might like what you cook, and I may not, and vice versa. So that's kind of a weird question.
Yeah.
Yep, it's always the guy's fault, and we don't fart. Ha ha ha. Now you got it. No, that's the ticket. Hey, baby, say hi to Grandma.
No, he ran off. He does that.
He ran off. Just wanted a hug.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a pompous windbag. Basically. All right, so I'm going to do one more, and that will be our last one. But who is most likely to pee in a pool?
You're in the water more often than I am.
Yeah, but I wouldn't pee in a pool. I might pee in the ocean, but I ain't peeing in the pool. People swim in the pool.
I couldn't pee in an ocean. There's no way. There's like critters and stuff that, no. I've been warned the dangers of that.
Peeing in the pool, they're going to come up and bite you in the leg.
They put stuff in pools now so that it like turns green. So like, that's a dead giveaway.
No, I don't really swim in pools.
I haven't been in a pool and I don't even know how long.
I went in the pools. Sometimes I go in the pools on the cruise ships, but I would never pee in a pool. Just because it's like wouldn't be filtered and stuff. I would definitely pee in the ocean if I was in the ocean, but not in a pool.
I don't go in either, so I avoid the ocean because I don't like sand on beaches. I can't stand beaches, and I haven't gone in a pool in, it's probably been 20 years. I literally have not been in a pool in like 20 years.
But you don't have to go in the sand. I just jump off the back of a boat and go down.
I haven't been on a boat in I don't even know how long either. 15 years? How old is Gavin? 16 years?
Mm-hmm.
That's the last time I've been on a boat, and it was a kayak or a canoe or whatever it was in New York.
Could happen. Don't drop your Henry in the pool. Oh, no. No, it's not even in the ocean. We don't do that. That's
Iron says, you just said what I was gonna. She's in the water more. Ha ha. More of an opportunity, therefore, I believe it.
Not in a pool. No. Does anybody else have any most likely questions you want us to answer? If you do, just put them in the chat real quick. Zane,
Playing with the bunnies.
ZZ. Hey, Zane.
Grandma says hi. Can you see?
Hey, what you got in your mouth?
What you got in your mouth? Something plastic. One of his little drink rings or whatever.
Don't choke on that. All right, what else you got? You got any?
I don't have any, I don't think.
I don't have any more.
Oh, I sent you all of mine.
It's been fun though.
Mm-hmm.
So
An hour.
Next week we have. Did I write it down somewhere?
You said some sort of tag, but I don't remember what kind.
Oh, my office is a mess. I'm so unorganized. I'm just.
Iron says, which one of you do you think is most likely to spontaneously combust?
Probably me.
Yeah, she eats the most chemicals.
And then my tummy gets upset sometimes, and I just expecting it to just.
She's outside more often.
Probably, yeah. That would probably be good. So next week we're either going to do Would You Rather or Never Have I Ever. So
Which one do y'all want to see?
I'll look up some questions on both of those and see which ones we can do. Let me just check my schedule because I'm so organized here. I got to make sure I didn't schedule anything for Friday afternoon. Oh, my
calendar
open. So let me mark it down so I can block it off my calendar. All right, we are blocked for our Friday afternoon live stream. All right. What else you got? Anybody got anything else?
Mm-mm. Does anybody have a preference of Never Have I Ever or either or for next week?
Would you rather?
Yeah, would you rather?
You rather do this or would you rather do this?
Or Never Have I Ever?
Got to come up with some good stories to go with them. So
just because I wouldn't rather doesn't mean I haven't.
That's true. And the thing is, our age difference too is I would probably have been picked for a lot of these if I was her age or younger. But I'm a little bit more mature and settled now. So, I mean, I would still do everything on a dare, but I would probably do something where I could be arrested now. Where I would have done it when I was younger. I'll just leave it at that.
I have a headache from this caffeine. I need to drink water.
Irene says, Never Have I Ever sounds interesting. All right.
That'll be next week then.
All right. So I'll find some Never Have I Ever, and we'll see if we really have or not. I mean,
if we can somehow incorporate drinking. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I don't think she'd be able to monetize that one.
That's true. No, we won't do any drinking games because I have to go back to work when I'm finished.
Hello. I'm sorry, I just lost the game of Never Have I Ever. What do you mean it's my lunch break?
Never have I ever gotten drunk at work.
Technically, you're not at work. You're at home.
Well, this is my home office. Yeah, I would do different now, but I'm headed into my second childhood. Yeah, it happens that we resort back. Sometimes you just got to do that. This was fun, Val. Have a great day. Thank you.
Bye, Iron.
coming too, because we have fun with this. It gives me a chance to hang out with my daughter. I don't see her as much as I used to now that we're all quarantined and socially distancing and stuff, but hopefully that goes away soon so that we can get her and Michael and the kids over here and put their butts on a boat and do some fishing or relax
out and
something. Yeah, cooking out and making a fire pit, those kind of things. So I want to thank everybody for watching. We've gone on for an hour and 20 minutes now. I hope that you have enjoyed, because I've had a lot of fun with it. So I'm going to say bye for now. Y'all have a great day. I will catch you on the next one. What you got to say?
We will see you in another video at another time. Bye, Fairy Fam.
Bye.